Factsverse presents 10 Most Dangerous Snakes in the World. Number 1. Rattlesnake. Far and away one of the most deadly and dangerous snakes you'll ever come across, as well as the most dangerous venomous snake you'll find in North and South America. The rattlesnake is easily identified by the rattle at the end of its body. Surprisingly, younger snakes are considered to be more dangerous than the older adult ones, as the young rattlesnakes don't have the ability to modulate the amount of venom that they inject upon biting a victim. Number 2. Death adder. Found throughout Australia as well as New Guinea, the death adder is one of the few snakes in the world that will actually hunt other snakes, making it one of the most dangerous on the planet. This is the kind of snake that leads to ambush and will inject anywhere between 40 and 100 milligrams of venom with a single bite. Their venom is classified as a neurotoxin and can cause paralysis and death within 6 hours if it isn't treated immediately. Number 3. Viper snake. Vipers aren't a single species of snake, but instead a grouping of different species that share many of the same traits. These snakes are found all over the world, but usually in warmer climates. Generally considered to be the tamest of all the deadliest and most venomous snakes on the planet, you really have to rile a viper to get them to attack you, but when they do, boy do they. Their bites are incredibly painful as the venom starts to go to work almost immediately upon contact. Symptoms include bleeding gums, a significant drop in blood pressure, and even necrosis of the flesh, and all bites should be treated immediately. Number 4. Philippine cobra. Hollywood has certainly gotten people afraid of cobras in all of their incarnations, but the overwhelming majority of cobras out there would never make the top 10 list of the most venomous snakes in the world. The Philippine cobra, on the other hand, is the grand exception. Certainly the most deadly of all the cobras out there, it releases a neurotoxin which immediately goes to work on your cardiovascular system. Paralysis kicks in within 30 minutes, and death begins to follow shortly after that, which is why you need to make sure that you are treated immediately upon contact, or you might not have any chance at all. Even worse than that, though, is that a cobra doesn't have to bite you to infect you with their venom. They're able to spit the venom up to 3 meters away. Number 5. Tiger snake. Like most everything else in Australia, the tiger snake is incredibly dangerous. Painted up, surprise surprise, like a tiger with stripes running down its body, the snakes will usually run from humans as opposed to attack them outright, though they will become incredibly aggressive when they feel that there is no opportunity for escape. One of the most accurate strikers in the snake world, if you're in the sights of a tiger snake, you're in big trouble. It's possible to die from one of these bites within half an hour, though you usually have between 6 and 24 hours to take advantage of medical assistance that will end up saving your life. Number 6. Black mamba. Of all the snakes on this list, the one that is the most feared, and rightfully so, has to be the black mamba. Far and away one of the fastest snakes on the planet, and the fastest of them all when comparing those that only travel over land, this snake can reach speeds upwards of 20 kilometers per hour and can strike 12 times in less than 10 seconds. Another of those precision strikers out there, they almost always hit their targets and release enough venom in a single bite to kill anywhere between 10 and 25 grown men. A neurotoxin, the survival rate on a bite from one of these snakes is only about 50%, and it drops off to nearly 100% if an individual isn't treated within 30 minutes of receiving the bite itself. Number 7. Taipan. The worst part about a bite from one of these snakes is that it works to thicken the blood inside your body, literally strangling you from the inside out. On top of that, the venom that it releases into your body is a neurotoxin so powerful that it's capable of killing 10 grown men with a single bite. Until the anti-venom was created, there weren't any known survivors of a bite from this snake, and even after administration of the antivenom, most people are still going to have to spend quite an amount of time in intensive care if they survive at all. Number 8. Blue Crate. Located all throughout Southeast Asia and Indonesia, more than 50% of the snake attacks from this particular species are fatal even after an antidote has been provided. This is another one of the few snakes on the planet that actually hunts and actively kills other snakes, and is in very limited company as a snake that hunts its own species. That's right, this dangerous and deadly snake is known to kill and eat other kraits, all with a powerful venom that is 16 times more potent than any of the venom that you'd find in even the most dangerous cobra. Number 9. Eastern brown inland taipan. The most venomous snake of any snake on land today, a single bite from one of these snakes can kill 100 people. 100 people. 10 times more venomous than a rattlesnake, 50 times more venomous than a cobra, and capable of dropping anything up to an elephant in about 45 minutes or so. A single bite from this snake practically guarantees death, though one has never been recorded in human history. For whatever reason, this particular snake is nowhere near as aggressive and is almost never in contact with humans naturally. Antivenom has been produced, but it's unlikely that it would ever have any practical or tangible results, especially considering just how potent this killer snake really is. Number 10. Belcher's Sea Snake. The most venomous snake known in the world. A few milligrams is strong enough to kill 1,000 people. Less than a quarter of bites will contain venom, and they are relatively docile. Fishermen are usually the victims of these bites as they encounter the species when they pull nets from the oceans. Found throughout waters off Southeast Asia and northern Australia. Subscribe for more.